Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today guys, we're here checking out the second episode of Tales of the Jedi. This is episode 2 titled Justice. I like how it's straight to the point, no other things needed in the title. It's just justice, straight to the point. So the last episode, which was the first episode, Life and Death, was interesting. Not a lot happened except that Ahsoka essentially revealed herself to the entire village that she is Force sensitive, that she is, as was said, Ahsoka is Jedi. Because that tiger, well, that alien tiger, whatever, I called it a tiger. It's a giant, version of one. But, of course, it's approaching Ahsoka's mom. She's fighting for her life, fighting for Ahsoka's life. And then the village shows up shooting at it. And he's like, all right, I'm going to take the baby. And he takes the baby and runs away. And I'm like, okay, so you're carrying it like you would carry a cub, like, a little version of you. Like, essentially, it's like, are you actually going to eat her? Or do you sense something within Ahsoka? Like, no, actually, he's going to eat her. And then she's like, or touches the nose, but I was expecting a boot, but she like touches the nose. She's like, okay. And then they were just looking to each other's eyes, and then literally we see the village getting ready to go out into the night to try to find her. At this point, she would have been dead if she wasn't Force sensitive. And she rode on the back of the tiger back into the village. It was kind of crazy. But then the elder of the village, who, of course, when she was first born, Ahsoka was born, she goes up and goes into the house. Everyone's kind of like, ooh, because I think having a kid is, I guess, a big thing in that village. So she goes in and then she's told Ahsoka, and then she just kind of senses, everyone else is like, how in the hell did she ride on that tiger back into the village? Like, what the hell's going on? And then it left. What is going on here? She's like, Jedi. Ahsoka is Jedi. Like, you are right. She could be a Sith Lord, though. She could be a Sith Lord. She's Force sensitive. Like, she could go down a dark path. Obviously, we know she doesn't do that. But you don't know. But I thought that was interesting to kind of, that her Force sensibilities came into a manifestation, at least at that moment, early on. Which makes sense because a lot of times, kids, when they're taken in as Padawans, they're very young. Well, they're not that young, but they're pretty young. So I'm guessing that they, I guess, usually manifest around this time. I don't know. So without further ado, guys, let's get into now. Let's check it out and see what they do with episode 2, Justice. I'm enjoying these shorter episodes. It's easier to record and everything, but we'll see what happens here, guys. Okay, guys, episode 2, Justice. Let's go. Okay. Awesome.
Tensions are high enough.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master. Wow. Just like with episode 1, it looks... Wow, this looks good.
Excuse me. Sorry to trouble you.
Yeah, they don't want to talk. Bar. Yeah. Try to get some information on what's going on here. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Jedi. What do you know, Senator Dagonet?
He is one of the
No idea.
longest-standing senators in the Republic. If you don't like him, why not elect a new senator?
I mean, it's probably not that easy.
Wish it were that simple. I will show you where the senator's son is.
You're one of the kidnappers.
Okay. Oh. So who's getting justice? That's the question. Be careful. I wouldn't trust anybody. Look, it's right here. Here you go. We're here.
Not compared to how these people are living.
And
Oh,
you were
he
not
understands.
aware of these conditions.
How could my father allow this to happen to his people?
You don't blame them for abducting you.
Well, I
What
mean,
choice do they have?
Our coming here was not known to the senator.
then who told him? Oh boy. So what's gonna happen here?
She is hungry. Many will do the same.
Okay.
I'm afraid our investigation is not yet complete, Senator.
They
Yeah,
abduct
look
my
what
son.
happened. Look around you.
I demand. Guards!
What's gonna happen here?
Step aside, Jedi.
He can't do that.
He cannot.
Mm-hmm.
You serve the Senate.
Serve the people of this republic.
Exactly. You're an idiot. Yep.
Stand down.
Trust me, you don't want this.
I will not.
I will not. Terrible. Ooh! Oh, damn. There you go, force push. I didn't expect to go this far, but here we are. Oh no, that face turn.
None shall defy me.
Oh shit.
Not
Oh
even
shit. Oh
you.
shit. He's turning. He's turning. The turning point.
Master!
Dude.
Corruption like yours must be eradicated.
Dude.
Stop! How could you do this?
How could you do this?
These are your people.
Mm-hmm.
I will not allow your suffering to continue.
It's good.
I promise.
It's words though. You gotta actually do some action. Oh, okay. So they're doing some repairs. It's good.
I wonder if any meaningful change will come of this.
Is that why you took action into your own hands?
Your action will save many lives today.
Just thinking in the moment, Master.
We saw the turning point. We just saw that turning point with Count Dooku. He literally embraced the darkness within him and started force choking that senator. Ultimately not stopping everything, but he was about to kill him. Luckily, Qui-Gon was thinking on his feet, ran and released the senator's son that was taken, and he got in between Dooku and his father, who was literally about to die, being choked, telling him to stop, and Qui-Gon, had to be there as well. Pretty intense stuff. And I felt like this episode was more about showing that, Dooku and Qui-Gon's relationship a little bit, but mostly to kind of show where I guess it's pretty much showing that Count Dooku, like, he's willing to push himself past the line of a Jedi to try to get some sort of resolve, because when him and Qui-Gon show up on the planet, it's pretty much just a waste. It's just horrible. People are starving, and pretty much it seems the whole entire town was a part of the kidnapping of the senator's son. And it just looks like a dump. Looks terrible. And no one wants to talk to them. They go into the bar. They find out, the woman speaking up, that, that she was a part of the kidnapping, and realizing everybody here, pretty much the whole town, in some sort of way, or at least a part of it. But it just seems like it was a big group effort to try to raise awareness that this senator who's been elected for so long has just forgotten about his own people. And look what has become of it. And so to see where both of them are seeing all this, and then seeing the son, in this barn area or whatever, and he was saying, as a prisoner I've been treated okay, but I mean, look what's happened to them. It's horrible. How can my father do this? And it's like, really, it was more about opening up the son's eyes. And thankfully he wasn't like a piece of shit, and didn't care. Like, he actually really was bothered that his father just abandoned his people, essentially, and just whatever. And he even says, I don't leave my, like, where I've grown up. I don't leave there much. If I do, I go to Coruscant. I don't come here. So he had no idea. So the senator shows up with a bunch of armed guards. It's not going to go well. I just know it wasn't going to go well. And of course it didn't. But at first, Dooku and Qui-Gon are reflecting the blast. They're not aiming them at the guards at all. But they're not moving out of the way. Because Senator's like, I want my son back. And I like how Dooku approached it. He's like, our investigation is not done yet. Your son's not in no immediate danger, so we're not going to do anything right now. He's not going to come back right now. And I'm thinking, the senator's like, you will obey me. You obey the Senate. You work for the Senate. And it's like, no, Dooku was right. And we are here to help the people of the Republic. We're here to help people. We're not here to work for you, essentially. And they also make a point too, because the people thought, wait, you betrayed us. The senator's here. Like, the senator didn't know we were coming. But of course, one of the people in the village with the dog, she gave up their location and everything for some money or for some food or something. So, yeah. But they're reflecting the blast. People are getting shot at. I don't know if anybody actually died in that, but then Dooku realizes the senator's not going to stop. He's not going to stop with his armed guards. They're going to keep fighting. And he embraces the darkness. Now, the question is, it wasn't like a quick turning point, but his facial expression just showed the anger and that side of him coming out. I think this is also kind of letting us know that this has happened before. And Qui-Gon didn't seem that shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end, when the senator and his son leaves and some of the guards are staying behind and they're helping, you know, work on the town and it looks like they're helping rebuild or clean up or whatever, Qui-Gon didn't go to, like, turn to his master and go, so what the fuck was that all about? You force pushed me back against that door while you were force choking the senator. Like, what was up with that? Now, obviously, if we had more time, potentially, but I think Qui-Gon maybe knows that something's going on with Dooku. Maybe. I remember reading in Master and Apprentice, which is a novel that focuses on Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, but it also flashes back to young Qui-Gon and Count Dooku, you know, back when he was Dooku's Padawan. And you see some of the dynamic of that. And I think, if I remember correctly, Qui-Gon sensed that Dooku's training and his sensibilities was a little bit different than everybody else. And you kind of got to see that here too, where he wasn't completely surprised that Dooku was going down this path, which he should not have done. But it got results. But Qui-Gon ultimately was the one who helped because he's the one who got the sun and everything. But yeah, so saw that turning point, man. But I think it's always been there. You know, I feel like Dooku tried the Jedi path, that route. Ultimately, it didn't work for him. You know, I mean, Darth Tyrannus. So, yeah. I think it's Tyrannus. Yes. Anyways, yeah. So, overall, this was definitely an interesting episode. The visuals are gorgeous. I love the visuals of this. It's so good. Man, this show looks great. It really does. Can't wait to get into the next episode, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this episode with Qui-Gon and Count Dooku. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know in the comments below. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.